episode of Beyond Chronic Disease. My name is Wendy Gathercole. I'm your host. How are you this week? Last week, I did an episode on Ask Your Body. Did you do the meditation? I don't like listening to my voice when it's recorded, so I hope it was okay. This is what I've done in the past, and it surprises me how much your body does just let you know what's going on. Now, in reference to that, I was at a recent sporting, my recent, my nationals, my sporting competition recently, and I crashed and burned on my first run. At the time, I did not know what was going on with my body. It felt like I had fractured a lower rib in the back. It was very confronting. It was difficult to breathe in the moment, but then I realized that I had just winded myself really badly. Not to say I still wasn't in a world of hurt, which I was, but I completed my next run and I had a little hiccup again, and I thought, oh dear. So fortunately for me, there was a fellow competitor who did a deep tissue, well, I felt like it was a deep tissue massage on me, and that assisted in healing my body. Now, what I want to point out is I know my body very, very well. Sometimes it takes me a minute to work out exactly what's going on with it. Sometimes it can take me a couple of days, but I'm very in tune with my body. Do I know every single little thing that's going on? No, but in these instances, I typically have an understanding of what my body is capable of doing, and more importantly, your mind. It's your mind that stuffs you up. Your body is so strong. It really is. It's your mind that stops your body from doing what it's capable of doing. So, this particular day, I was in a world of hurt. I had that massage that night. I was sore, went to bed. In the morning, when I woke up, lying still, I wasn't even moving. My body was caning. It was so, so sore. But look at what I'd put it through the day before. It was so sore that I was concerned that if I continued my tournament, that I would do more damage. That was my mind speaking. That was my mind keeping me safe. That was my mind keeping me in or under my comfort zone. That is how strong your mind works. I said to my husband, I think my nationals competition is over. And then I thought, hang on a minute, I'm sore because I had a massage. Yes, I'm sore because I hurt myself, but I've had that massage. What am I really capable of? To hell with it. I am going to do what I came here to do. Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to do every single thing in my run, but I knew that I was going to continue. So I got out of bed and I said to hubby, nah, that's it. I don't care. I'm going to just do it now. It's not that I don't care about my body. It was I don't care what my mind is telling me. My body is strong. I know my body is strong. It's what my mind is telling me to keep me safe. It's telling me not to do it. It's telling me that I'm going to hurt myself more. It's telling me if this happens, then I will definitely do something bad to me, to my body. It's telling me all these stories. Could it happen? It could, but I don't think of it like that. My mind tells me the stories. When I think of it, when I was thinking of, well, I'm going to continue this regardless, that's all I thought of, right? There's no, oh, but I better not do that, or if this happens, there's none of that, because that is what trips you up. That is the dominating factor in how your body listens to your comfort mind. That is the illness that we have, telling our bodies what's going to happen before it actually happens. Now, you might look at this and think it's baloney. Okay, I have got so many stories of why it's not. Like, how many times have you gone for a walk and thought, oh, geez, I hope I don't trip over that gutter, or I hope I don't trip over that. And then next minute you're tripping over. Have you ever experienced anything like that? With my water skiing, this mind-body connection is so, so important. And I realized how important it was after I did that run the next day, and even the next day still, because I had hurt myself pretty bad on a particular aspect of the tournament. I had to do that 2 days later. The exact same thing I had to do 2 days later. Now, any person that has really hurt themselves would have not attempted to do that, because in your mind, it's like, oh, this is scary. You know, the fear comes in. Your mind is telling you not to do it because you're going to hurt yourself again. You don't know how to do it. You look at what you did the other day. All of these things come into play, and they come into play in your everyday life, no matter what you're doing. If you're, yeah, sorry, no matter what you're doing, that all comes into play. All this, you're not good enough, you're going to do this if that happens, but all of that stuff. So my mind was like, nah, to hell with it, I'm going to do it. So I got a PB, personal best, if you don't know what that means. I got a PB on that run, that very first day afterwards, when I was laying in bed thinking my whole tournament was going to be over. And I got up and said, to hell with it, and I got a PB. How many times can you get out of bed and say, to hell with it, I'm going to do this? And to hell with it is your mind. Stop creating stories that limit you and depress you and take away your self-worth, that limit you. Did I say that? Not sure. Stop listening to your mind saying that you're not good enough and that you're going to always be like this. Your mind is tripping you up. So the next day in the competition, I got up and I did an absolutely awesome run. I would have got another PB, except for I was so excited at the second round, the second pass, that I fell when I stood up because I was a little bit too excited and I stood up too quick. And that's what happens. My whole point here is all about your mind and your body and how strong your body truly is if you stop listening to the limiting thoughts of your mind. And then from your mind comes your speech, your speak. You speak what your mind is telling you, and then your body is listening. I know it sounds ridiculous, it sounds like woo-woo, but it's actually true. This is really, really true. If you want to catch your, I call it catch your stress language, catch your language that is putting you into a state of ick, I've got all the solutions in the show notes. So that was my story. I got another PB the next day. So it's amazing how much your mind does control you and your body. And I also want to say on this note that I used to think that, again, your mind, oh, that I wasn't that good, that I, really couldn't do this. This is really hard. All of these things. And I've been practicing and not so well at some of the things that I did achieve in the tournament. I wasn't able to do some of the things prior to the tournament. And I really surprised myself when I just went in there and just told my mind to shut up, which I tell it to do all the time. And I keep telling you guys to do that. Tell your mind to shut the hell up, because it's just trying to keep you safe and limited. So where are you listening to your mind? Do you want to do something different in your day, but your mind's saying, no, you shouldn't do that because this may happen? Do you want to change careers? No, you shouldn't do that because this might happen. You want to move house? No, you shouldn't do that because this might happen. You know, where are you listening to your mind over your heart? Because your heart is your true north. What is your true north? You don't have to find it. You know, just tune in to your body and it is there. Everything that you need in this life, no, not money, not talking about that. Everything that you need for your well-being is within you. So let you come out. Let you be the factor that changes your life. Nobody else, no things, not your mind, but you. Start tuning into you. I've said it before. I say it all the time. Start listening to you, what your true north is, what really resonates with you, what is your aligned life, what does it look like? I'm sure you know aspects of it, but fear is keeping you at bay. Your mind is telling you not to do that. How will people react if you do that? What will people say? What will your family say? What will your family? They're all the same. I was going to say children and all that, but they're all family. What will they say? You don't want to do that. That's embarrassing. What is your true north? That's about all. That's all I want to say. So, if you want to change anything about this, I have got such simple solutions. You know, they are super, super simple. And I also have a, what is it? A Telegram group that I've set up that I will be putting, I've got it on my link that it's daily, but it's really, it could be every few days. It's some things that really come to light in my life that I know will help you work out, you know, what will help you work out a way to get through what you're struggling with. Enough about that. So stop listening to your mind, start listening to your heart, and I will see you for another exciting episode of Beyond Chronic Disease next week. Bye.